Hello everyone and welcome back to Naval Action. We are out and about for something a bit different than the Through the Ranks series. Last week one of my Caro-loving clan members who claims still to be a noob posted a picture in our screenshot section of that particular player finishing a first rank group kill mission solo in about 70 minutes. So I thought, well, it might be time for me to get back to actually putting some effort into those and showing one off. It's been a time since I've done though. So we're here in our Ocean. It's the golden gifted one we got. Was so full of the port bonuses as they were. Currently fitted with Navy planking, Navy structure, Cartagena caulking refit, British gunnery sergeant, and Martinique carriages. So decent amount of 8 points and an armor thickness of 147. She's completely loaded up with blown field guns, except for the stern, which I always use carronades on, so the 68 pounders. Got all the books on it, and we should be good to go. So group kill missions, if you haven't looked at those before, you find them where you find all the other sections under the journal in port. If you go to a map, if you select a group kill mission, take it, it will make a cross sword symbol on your map, and you can hover over it. It will give you a description of the group kill mission. In this case, it's a first rate kill mission. So there'll be 5 targets of first rate or rank 1, and you can go in as a group of max 3 people, and we are doing the solo. Rewards are going to be 4,500 doubloons, 3 mission chests, and 3 silver chests. Now the loot from these chests have been haven't been too good. I'm twisting my tongue here, sorry. But the loot from the chests themselves aren't that important. It's more the XP, the real amount, the doubloons, and just the bragging rights from actually being able to complete these ourselves. So, in the open world, you'll see these cross swords also be available. If you click on them, it will prompt this pop up in your corner. Group kill mission, hover over, doesn't give you much of the information as would usually do. But again, max group size is 3, max allowed classes rank 1. And if you're out with a group, you can click as a join as a group. If they're within range, I'll show you down below who's able to join you here. But we're going in alone, so here we go. Alright, so here we are. Let's get our guns ready. So as you come into a group kill mission, it will spawn you in you and the enemy in the same position each time when these group kill missions. Wind will always be from your left side coming into the fight, and the enemy will be in line formation like this. For this one, we are facing 1 Santi, 3 victories, and 1 Laotian. That's definitely to our advantage doing this. The victories are obviously slightly easier to take down and deal less damage. So here we go. Let's get going. My initial plan for these are usually the same. Tend to head in between these two. Fire my port broadside into this target here. Just zoom in a bit more. Fire my port broadside into this target here as I come in between them, and I hold fire on this target until I come in behind him. He will either have turned following us, or he'll present his stern to us, giving us a raking option. And the rest will follow. So first one up is a victory, this one is also a victory, and the Santi's going to be here and the Laotian here, so they will be slightly slower than us if all goes well. So we should be able to take down the victories first, and then the other 2 ships. That's the intent. This is going to be a long video. It's going to take a bit of time. You have 1 hour and 30 to complete it, and I know my clanmate did it in around 70 minutes. Though that particular clan member still claims to be a noob. So I beg to differ. I remember last time I did this, I just had about 5 minutes left. So we'll see how we do on this run. Now, I haven't done these group kill missions since the wind changes and the wood nerf or meta changes, really, both the gunnery and wood. So, kind of excited for this. How it goes. Still heading more or less in between these two. I'm going to do a slight angle. That Santi over there is going to pull a bit broadside damage into us. Another idea behind this tactic of going in here and then turning hard starboard is that these 4 ships, at least 3 of them, will be able to fire into our port side armor. So as we come around, we'll have them on our less damaged side or stronger side as we come around, and they'll start following us, and we can work them down one target at a time, and at the same time repair back up, get our port side back in good condition. That's the idea anyways, but you know my videos by now, if you've been here for a while, that all good plans only actually sticks until first contact with the enemy. So we'll see how it goes. Light angle adjustment here. As we come in for the shot here on the victory on our side, I am going to depower, decrease my heal. The Santi fires, firing out a victory. Good amount of hits, 49. Power back up. Use our yard arms to do a manual turn. We may risk giving a few shots in the rear to come around, but we'll see. That guy fires. High impact angle. A few shots to the stand, but most bounce on the side. This other guy fires now. Same. And we should be able to come in behind this guy, give him a stern rake. The first pass, more or less, is successful. It has been known for this isolated target here to run into the other group and hide behind them. But we'll see who comes out in front of their, more or less, line formation now. All focus fire down one target at a time. For now, it looks like it's going to be the Santi. Also going to change our ammo on our port side, as we want to maximize how much double shot we can do initially. Keep power a bit. Start turning. Might have been a bit late. Yeah, some of them went into the side and bounced off. But we got the pump. Remove this rear. And keep up the angle here. Use our 147 thickness to bounce as many shots as possible. Got through that initial pass pretty well. Alright, we got gun crews to spare, so we don't need to disable any guns for now. I just have anyway. Reload coming back up. So the Santi is out in front, which is not ideal in this situation. I'd prefer the victories up front, as they are the faster, more nimbler ships. So we can be taking those out first. But the situation is that it's going to be the Santi, so we're just going to focus fire on that one down first. Doing one more round at double. We'll be repairing pretty soon. Keep it on top of it. Repair time. Remember to press F5, Dalton. Okay. Santi is angling slightly away from us. We're going to flatten out a bit. Fire and then close in on him, so we may be able to get just slightly ahead of him. Reduce the amount of incoming fire. Bit low there. Pretty lucky that we hit with more or less everything. Alright, running out of double, so back to ball am. bouncing pretty decently. Let's angle in a bit. Ingvar Goose is following up, and he's gaining on us pretty quickly. And there's the other picture. Oh, is that the ocean? Yes, that's the ocean in the rear there. Preferably, it would be a bit easier for us if we could get Santi up front, or the Santi in the rear, and get the victories up front. We just more or less keep away from him. Right now, we need to maintain a speed and precision that enables us to fire at him, which isn't ideal. We want to keep these guys at a slight distance. See that victory Ingvar Goose is coming up pretty quickly on full sails, with the Santi only doing battle sails. And for some reason I disable my broadside starboard batteries. Unintentional. Angling in somewhat. Reload coming up. Bit of firing coming from the ocean. Most misses. Running out. Yeah, of course the Santi's been reloaded, just as we are as well. Bit far forward with some of the shots. Angle out a bit. Even a slight angle increase is going to increase the amount of bounces he's going to do, so. If you just increase your angle from him like 5 degrees, you're in a pretty good position. If you get slightly ahead of him, you can still fire at him at a relatively flat angle with the increased penetration on your side than on his side. With the Martinique carriages, we do have an increase of 5% to our penetration, and the blown fin is going to work in that favor as well. Ooh, cheeky. Looks like they are in a bit of a tumble over there. Pushing each other around, going to work for our benefit. What we're going to do is we're going to finish this one down. We're going to take a bit of damage here because I'm not too focused on my angle sailing right now. But once he goes down, we're going to do a hard left turn, port turn, and then we're going to get our better armored side on one of the victories, take that one down, repair back up our starboard side, and then once that next target's gone down, rinse and repeat by another turn to the opposite side. I do want to angle in towards him a bit just to increase the angle and increase the amount of bounces, but I don't want to get too close to him either. We work best at range, and I don't want to get these guys so easily in behind me. They can do a hard turn in behind me, rake me, and come up on my opposite side, so I have to fight 2 targets at once. Alright, so we're almost 11 minutes in. I've got a few broadsides to put into this guy before he goes down. Should manage to keep these guys at bay until we do. Comes down. 2 more broadsides should sink him. Angle out a bit because that ocean is coming in. Go. One more broadside should definitely sort out the Santee, and I will do hard turn. And there's that victory right behind us, or Ingmar Goose is probably going to be in the next target up. Another 5 minutes and 30 seconds until we can repair up. That will suit us fine. We'll weather the storm here for a bit. As soon as the decks are loaded, the sooner we get him to go under, the quicker we can turn on fire. Really hope I'm able to bring him down with the 42s now. No, just shy! Ah, damn it. Alright, one more broadside then. The Ocean have weird off somewhat as he's got us in our his firing arc. That's fair enough. Turn and deal with these guys instead. Burning pretty heavily. Alright, he's just under. I'm going to give him the 42s. Would mean he will sink a bit faster and we can start turning around now. And we'll see who of the victories bite here. We do want to complete as much of our turn. Oh, he's too reloaded, so we don't get too many stone hits in here. It looks like Daniel Decree is taking in the bait. He's gonna block the one Ingvar Goose just behind him. So, time to work on this guy then. A little high. Still 55 is decent. Or not even decent, it's good enough. A few misses is fair enough. Alright, 15 minutes in, first one goes down. With each that goes down, we should be quicker to hammer the others down. We don't need to worry too much about incoming fire. Horton down behind us is gonna be an issue for a bit as he's far behind. Angle a bit more on this guy. Fair amount of bounces. I got myself a bit more room now for the time, so I'm gonna play to the angles a bit more. Another 2 minutes until next repair. Line up. Should have lined up just a tad quicker if you really want to keep a damn tick. Alright, angle out a bit. I'm so far ahead of the others, I can allow myself to angle out just a little bit. Not being too much risk. The Santee's gone down. Ocean has fallen back with one of the victories. Make sure the turn is done. Out. 50 seconds for a repair. Guy is going to try and come in behind us from raking. Bounce from that broadside, it's good. Start angling in, he's just fine. Oh, here comes the heavy one. Side armor goes down, structure's dropping pretty rapidly. The others are following in line. Air coming up. Turn back into him, we're almost done reloading. It bounces bigger guns here. About 3 more broadsides and he'll be down. We're coming in at a slight angle, I'll stay like this for a bit. Disable 6. Making sure we've got enough crew for the repairs. Seems like it's only really his main gun or lower deck guns that are penetrating at the moment. More, he should be going down, and the other ones are still in tow. Victory, Ocean, Victory. Okay. One more broadside should send him down. Hopefully we'll be able to turn a bit more and then engage Horton behind us. Keeping them on their side for now. Is going to send him down. Let's angle heavy in. Coming far from the ocean. From Horton as well. We may even... We're going to go in front of the crew that we just sent to the bottom here, and we're going to engage... Ingeborg goes in the opposite end there, because these two are heading the opposite direction and slightly caught in the wind right now. They're going to slow down a bit, so we are going to get ahead. We'll keep it at range for now. Wait for our next repair to come up, which should be in 8.5. Coming in at a slight angle here. Go short, few leaks, pump magazine. Ooh. Wouldn't mind putting him on fire at the same time. Reloaded on the opposite side. We can allow ourselves to keep our crew doing other stuff. They have slowly turned through the wind again. He's lining up. Reload, fully reloaded in a minute. Second year. And let the complete broadside ring out and start doing a bit of angling. Ow, that was a bad hit. Reload, back up. We're on fire. Oh, it's gonna make a smoke screen then. Doing here. He's turning to try and get in behind us again. That will be annoying. He is. Angle somewhat. That should do. We can allow ourselves to come around here. He's almost equally damaged. Ah, that was a bad shot on the Karo, sorry. He's more or less equally damaged on both sides. The only annoyance is it's going to reduce our distance to the two follow ships. And our size is in equally bad shape, so it doesn't matter that much. Alright. 25 minutes in, 2 ships are down, or going down at least. Angle of it. Ah, it's too late. Weird range. Armor will soak most of it. That ocean coming up is annoying though. 5 minutes, room repair. Depending on what they do, we may try and get that victory to follow us. Hit. Ocean comes too close, we may have to turn away a bit and then come back to that victory. He's gonna hide behind Big Brother. Any damage now is gonna save us doing it later anyway, so. Ranging shot. Fine. No reason to fire the 9-pounders and can't penetrate anyway. Pumps out. There goes the second ship is down. Probably going to give this guy one more broadside. I'm going to shift my fire to that victory. I thought it was to the ocean that was coming up close, but it is another victory. Ocean is still lagging a bit behind. Always in the sights now. Turn. The ocean is blocked from shooting from the other one, so that's pretty good. And if we can come around, maybe even make that guy chase and cut in behind him, come up on his wounded side and give him a walloping. Still short on the carrots, but just short. That looks like he took the bait. 2.5 minutes. Turn hits. Gonna be a too steep angle to fire that guy, and I don't want to turn even further to once again hit Horton over there, because that's going to bring us too far into the wind. And with these two guys laying over there bopping around, I'm not too worried about it. Coming in. 1 minute 46, he's leveling out. Fire. A few bounces there. The 9s and 12s. Fine. Guys are going to get the chase. Alright, we're almost 30 minutes in. 2.5 ships down, so we're on track so far. But we do have to manage our side armor now. Gonna fire from the stern, start turning in. See if we can more or less be on him as soon as our reload's done. It's gonna be a bit of an angle. Fire, then turn back out at an angle before he gets in there. Sure it's gonna work, but we'll try. Bit. A bit. Alright, 40 seconds. Don't want to get too far ahead of him, because that means he's going to swing in behind us again. The annoying thing is, having to take down both sides of him is going to mean it takes a bit longer than if we can focus fire one. Well, I'll manage anyway. And if he turns now, I am going to turn into him and then turn to the opposite. He is. Right. Two. Right from the bow. Right now. As soon as the fire's rung out, going to turn. Reload up. Oh, remember the carrots. Almost done reloading on the opposite side, that's good. Back on auto, we can disable our sail crew. We did waste a bit of our repair there with not fully crew. Is what it is. 5, 5. And 2, maybe 3 broadsides will bring him down. And we've still got a bit of distance to the follow ships, so can allow ourselves to pull away a bit and wait for another cycle of repair if we really need to. As long as he doesn't make too much hiding behind Big Brother. I see the ocean coming up behind him. I'll reload, boys. At least one more is needed to bring him down. And the thing is, I have plenty of time, but I do want to beat my clanmate's time if I can. Might not, but I want to give it a try. That's why I'm pressing in here. I could just bide my time. Still got 57 minutes to finish a little over 2 ships. And plenty of repairs to do so. I want to see how quickly we can get done. And so that's why I'm keeping pushing here. And not necessarily conserving as much side armor as I could be. Alright, his pump is down, but he's not completely sunk, which is hell of annoying. Slowing down. He is slowing down. Under the weather the storm here, and then we're going to turn hard to port here. Hard to port. See if we can get in on Houghton here again. I want to make sure he goes down. I did it once before where I had one just on the edge of those last 20% and was just a bit more than actually was needed for him to go down. So I had to turn, fight the wind to get back in, and that slowed me down by like 20 minutes. He is going to be there. Ocean's coming up here, so we're probably going to start focusing in on him then instead. Repairs are done. Decent condition, never good condition, decent condition. A little hard to get this broadside off right. 38. I'll do. Angle away as his broadside comes out. Just managed to get the armor back. I don't want to lose it already. Reload up that side. I know the quick shifting back and forth can be a bit nauseating and semi-distracting as you're watching this, but isn't that I try to do it slowly and not too often, but in that situation I really needed to be on point. Allow myself a bit of angle in so we don't take too much damage from Houghton. Fire as soon as the broadside's ready, and we're gonna angle away. We get this complete to a full reload. Okay, that's decent enough. I got my pump again. I think I said it 250 times by now. Not worry about the pump going out. As long as my my rudder is operational, I'm not going to repair my pump until I'm taking on water. Alright, turning into him. Go on the stern guns. Fire from the rear here, probably. Stabilize the platform. Bit forward. Some of the shots are gonna go into his bow there. You reload it before we really got any chance of doing much angling. He's firing at a slight angle, which is going to increase our thickness and increase the amount of bounce. So I'll allow myself to stay on this tack for now. 5 minutes 56. And he's sticking to battle sails, and the other one's coming up quick. Using full sails. Alright, English Goose is down. Taking a few hits, but nothing much. Most bounce. That's good. Alright. We are Just under 37 minutes in, and 3 are down already. Flatten our angle here. We're getting a bit much range on it, and that victory's coming up in between us. You need to take them both down, but I prefer really taking them one at a time. You hit some water, but we'll be fine. 52 out of 9. Acceptable. We are playing with blowns, which is just a long gun anyway, so... And we have that slight increased penetration on our guns as well, with the 5% from the Martinique carriages. Again, good. We're at a good range. He's bouncing on us and we're penetrating more or less everything. So we can stick to this for a bit. I'm pretty happy. Not the most interesting of sailing, just keeping your distance and firing broadsides broadside, but it's the goal in the end, isn't it? We need to keep an eye on the counter as well. Looks like he might be slowing down just a bit. High. Three minutes, repairs coming up. Range still high. Three more broadsides to do them off. That victory is going to start ending in its fire now. That's going to be annoying for a bit. Where's the ocean off to? Victory's coming in at an angle 2. Just slightly. We're still moving with the wind, so it's fine. And we're not slowed too much by the wind angle. But we need to keep an eye on the wind change down here. It is going to change in towards our bow. We don't want to get caught in it. We may end up in a situation where the Victory is going to block our shot on the ocean. We'll see. Range is good. Really want to get that ocean down before the Victory comes in there and stops to be a meat shield. Looks like the ocean is, like me, is caught up in the wind there. Move slightly out. Gonna mean a bit more damage coming in as we flatten out the angle from the Victory, but we'll see. Range is good. Gonna need at least one more broadside. 30 seconds, repairs coming up. We are 42 minutes into the fight. And for once I'm actually playing to my strength here, using long guns and thickness. Instead of me always being out point blank and completely ignoring the effect and reason to use Caros. Alright, prepare coming up. Come on, go down, go down, go down. It's just on the edge of that last 20%. If you looked up here, top right, you'll notice the bar just left. But it might be one of those cases where it's still got just enough to keep afloat for a bit, long enough to you have to turn back and chase him. So one more broadside is definitely going into him, and then we're going to finish the victory. It's going to slow us down just a bit, but gotta say sorry, right? Range, still good. Alright, we're done. That one's done. And allows us to turn in on the victory now. Last ship, repairs coming up. We are looking pretty decent. Not visually. Visually we look like Swiss cheese, but look at our armor and our hit points. We're doing fine. Range shot. Angle's a bit high, but no reason not to fire. Only question remains: what the victory going to do? Is going to try to pick up survival from the oceans, from the ocean. More ways than one, actually. Yeah, it looks like. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and hammer that opposite broadside of his. Think. And then maybe turn again. Remember the turn inertia, that's why I'm counter turning a bit. Reload it. Yeah. Ocean is down. Only this guy left, and we're 45 minutes in. Just under 45 minutes. Gonna come around a bit. Or we don't know where the wind is going. He's absolutely still, so we're gonna change plan. We're gonna have to deal with a bit more with the side armor, but is what it is. We're back in good shape, and allow ourselves to go down to battle sails now. Giving us a raking option here. Get in there. May have just overturned. It was a perfect raking option though. I just missed up the turn. I turned starboard a bit too hard, too long before I started counter turning to port again. That was my mistake. So 46 minutes in means we've still got 24 minutes to sink this guy to beat the time of my clanmate. It's not a competition, but still, you know, pride. And in internal bashing and stuff like that. Fire. Coming up a bit at an angle. Bounce on his next broadside. Now, two main differences. with my run through these group kill missions and my clan mates run through the group kill mission is the composition of the enemy fleet. Far as I remember, there was 2 Santies, a Victory, and 2 Oceans, or something along those lines, which is a bit more hit points to take down and a bit more armor to penetrate. That's one of the reasons it might have taken a bit longer. And secondly, weapon loadout. Clanmate was using longs, I'm using blown fields, which has slightly higher DPS. If you look at the meta of it, and then there's the maneuvers and the distance between the enemy fleet, AI behavior, and yada yada yada. That might have played into the difference in the fights. It doesn't matter really. Right now, the time crunch is just me being me. As long as you can get these down, it's going to be a pretty effective way of you grinding XP, especially when you get confident enough to maybe even take in a, let's say, take in the Victory to level ladder, or take in even a second rate, like the Oceans or something like that. Alright, we are on an even footing here, so we're just gonna stay here and blast away at him now. Just checking how much double I have left, and not enough for anything. Bit too close to really make a difference. His lighter guns are going to bounce, but the rest are going to penetrate. But right now, it's just a matter of hit points, really. Right, coming up on 50 minutes in. Come on, boys, reload. And for those who've been watching me use my Ocean before, you may have noticed that I get a slightly less return on my repair cycles now than I usually do. One of the reasons is I changed out my Northern Master Carpenters for the Martinique carriages as a way of seeing whether I actually appreciate the hit point increase. It does give a 5% hit point increase, and it gives a 5% increase to penetration. Where I really feel the difference is on the 2 top decks, because they are the lighter guns at range. As you saw before with the Ocean, we managed to penetrate in with our lightest guns, even at a decent range. So I like it, but I might prefer the safety of getting more return on my repair cycles, honestly. So might keep it, I might not. I'll play around with it some more. Once again, we're in a bit close here, but a few more broadsides should see him go down. Probably start slowing down a bit soon as well. Slow down now. He's gonna stop now. Put on the handbrake. No, he's actually still just above. Alright, anyway, we're going to allow ourselves to stop and slightly turn here. So not much finesse in this fight. Was a bit of angling and maneuvering in the beginning, but as soon as you're down to like 2 targets, you can allow yourself to tank it out instead. But play it however you like. I just felt like doing a more of this time trial. Probably do another one, see if I can get a different enemy composition, which will mean a slightly increase in the challenge, both what damage they put out, but also the hit points you have to remove. Right, he is going down, so we're just going to keep following him until it goes down. We are 52 minutes in. Coming down. It's just a matter of time before he's taking on enough water now. We keep firing until you get the prompt that they have been sunk. This is all based on... Your XP is based on how much damage you do. Alright, that's gonna speed everything up. There we go. So we had what, 37 minutes left, so that means 53 minutes to complete. Let's just take what additional ballast my backside, and let's check out how much we got from this one. Alright, 9,370 experience, 767,000 reals for a little over an hour or a little less than an hour fight. Pretty decent. I hope you enjoyed this look at the group kill mission. As I said, it can be any combination of first rates that you get. You're not guaranteed to get the same setup as I just did, and that's gonna be the variable really there. But hope you had fun, hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what you think about doing these things solo. Have you tried them? What's your best time and stuff like that? And until next time, stay safe.